Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and I'm here at Jimmy's Fab Shop, also known as my friend's garage, and I've got 3 things that he's going to custom build for me for my tractor. And one of those will be shown in the next video is a 3-point carryall. I've got the county line carryall from Tractor Supply, and I think it needs some metal work done before I use it on my tractor. So we'll jump in and get that fixed up and show you what's wrong with it and how we fix it. Alright, so we've got this 3-point carryall from Tractor Supply on Jimmy's 1025. And as you can see, the pins won't drop down in. And that is because Tractor Supply sells 2 different versions of this, and they don't tell you which one you're getting. Depends on what part of the country you're in or what manufacturer had them in stock that week. They don't always have the same one. And this version is not the one you'll see on their website. So if you go to Tractor Supply to get one, look at the top part right here. You'll see another version where this angle iron is shorter and these tabs are longer. And that allows your quick hitch top hook to go up in there. What I've got is a 3/4 inch gap between this pin and this piece of angle iron. This hook is 1.25 inches. So it's a 1/2 inch too thick to go up in there. Now if I didn't want to use a quick hitch, this would work just fine. I could just use it the way it is, go ahead and build my frame on it. I've got some cool ideas for how I'm going to do my carryall box, but until I can get this quick hitch compatible, I don't even want to start that. So if your local store has this version, you either want to search around and find somewhere that has the other version, or you're going to have to modify it the way we are to use a quick hitch. So the plan here is to cut this out so that hook will fit up there. We'll probably add some steel to the top to reinforce. And then also, you look right here, this is the same thickness as your gap, which means if you fix the top, you can get the bottom parts in, but it's going to be a really tight fit. And who wants to fight with getting it to slide down every time? A lot of people will just cut holes in the wood to accommodate that. I don't want to cut holes in the wood. I just want to make it hook up right the first time. So I'm going to show you the process of what we did to make this work with the quick hitch. As far as the other jobs we're doing, I got a brand new landscape rake. First time I put it on the tractor, picked it up and started dragging. And went about 20 feet. I said, that has a kickstand on it. Got off and of course is already mangled. So I've got a piece of pipe and this steel plate here. So Jimmy's going to make another one of these. I'm also going to make a step extender for stepping up into the cab, because you lose a little bit of access to that step when you put the Curtis cab on. Probably any cab, but then in addition to making this quick hitch compatible, we're going to put this receiver on the bottom of the carryall, and it's going to be a light duty, mainly just for like pulling the log splitter. But to reinforce this, I want to run some steel across between these 2 channels and weld this on, and then we'll go ahead and put the bolts through it too. But that'll be another thing we do to the carryall. He's got it marked where he's going to cut right here. He pointed out that we want to miss the weld where these are welded on. We don't want to cut into those and take strength away there. So we're going to come just up above this corner and then just inside of those welds, and then also notch out on the back of this, because it looks like if it did slide all the way down, your quick hitch hook would hit on the back right here. All right, so that was the number one thing that had to be done. I think spacing out in between these bolts to give easier fit right here and here is a good thing. So we are going to put some spacing on there, and we're going to put a little something to reinforce at the top. But the number one thing you have to do to use a quick hitch is cut out right here if you get this carryall. Right.
Work. Pretty much dead on.
Sweet. And will you just put a bolt through there to hold it and then weld the...
Yep. And I'll go down through and grind all this off. I'll probably grind in stitches. I'll stitch weld it. Then I'll stitch weld it here, here, and so on. And put a weld across the top. I gotta
Great.
fix that.
Doing the hitch with the angle iron prevents you from having to make two more of those. You only have to do two this way.
He said, man, I hurt. God.
Alright, so we got the carryall back to my shop, and I'll summarize real quick what we've adapted on it. Number one, we added the receiver on the front. We attached that with angle iron. We're also going to bolt it in with the carriage bolts through the wood, and I think it'll be pretty strong at that point. We've got some angled supports for it. Then the more important things is we spaced this entire thing out 1/4 of an inch, which still only gives us between 1/8 and 1/4 of an inch of clearance on the quick hitch. Then we cut out right here so that the quick hitch will go in, and that one will have more than 1/4 of an inch of clearance. We reinforced it up here and put some chain hooks up at the top. So it now works with the quick hitch. It's structurally reinforced with this angle iron between here, so it's stronger than it was to begin with here. It's also stronger here because we've reinforced across the top, and we've reinforced here, so it's stronger this way. So about the only place we didn't reinforce is if it has pressure on it between these two parts. But overall, I think this is going to be plenty strong. This rated for 1,000 pounds, and we've made it stronger than that. So I'm getting ready to finish building this into a carryall, but I think this video is probably getting a little bit long, and I'm not sure if I'll get the carryall done tonight. So I'm going to make a separate video of building the carryall onto this frame. There's a lot of carryall videos on YouTube, and I even debated if we needed another one, but I'm going to do a few things different than any of the other videos I've seen, and hopefully it makes a product that is helpful for whatever you decide to build on yours. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. In a minute you'll see links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.